Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Monday Night Raw review for date undetermined.
August 19th.
Day after SummerSlam is what I know it as. Great day it was last night. A great day it was last night. But you had to know that last night's happenings were too big to open the show, so I was not mad when I heard this man's music. John Cena comes out to the ring, and he is not wearing his elbow pad, and it looked absolutely disgusting. He just has too much fluid in there. And he says, hey, he pretty much said what we all were thinking. Oh, we've heard this before. Cena's taken time off. He pretty much said that. And he said, well, this time
I have to.
I legitimately have to. I wasn't even supposed to wrestle at SummerSlam, so this is legitimately going to be the time. So he announces,
time is up. My time is now.
Yeah.
I'll be back in 4 to 6 months. You guys will have a cow. But I come back and win the Royal Rumble. And me and Daniel Bryan have quite a stumble to see who will fight Randy Orton. Maybe, perhaps, we'll find out.
Cena Orton, boys, it's coming.
Hey, 6 months ago, do you think Daniel Bryan won the belt at SummerSlam?
No, he didn't, though, because he doesn't have it anymore. But he does his best little, send-off cavalier. Let's introduce the dude that's taking my place, pretty much. He brings out Daniel Bryan. Crowd goes nuts. Still has a beard. Beard is still there.
Beard is glorious.
Still there.
Yeah.
And Daniel Bryan just looked sad.
He looked disheartened. Looked like he had his dream in his hands, and his dream was ripped from his hands. Because even if down the road he's supposed to get it back, you never know.
You never do.
Yeah, Kennedy was supposed to be Vince McMahon's illegitimate son 6 years ago, and was he?
No, he was once wrong.
Yeah, because Kennedy liked to.
Kennedy.
Or was it, I don't even know what he did. Maybe it was juicing, who knows? But my boy D. Bryan, man, he goes out there and he talks about how he's not.
Actually, before he even said a word, Stephanie came out, and then he was saying this to her.
Oh, you're right. Steph comes out, and then Daniel Bryan's like, I'm a man with nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Like they say, there's nothing to fear more than a man with nothing to lose. And that's where he's at. And Steph was like, all right, you're not bad. You're like a B+. I wish you would have went with Stringer Bell, 40-degree day, or 50-degree day.
Ooh.
Yeah. You like a 50-degree day, Daniel Bryan. Ooh. Actually, it's 40-degree day. You're like a 40-degree day. You get down to 30, people start shivering. 20 people got their coats out, and it's the coldest thing of all time. And you go up to 50, and people talk about how great the weather is, and 60, people start barbecuing.
Mm-hmm.
You like that 40-degree day. That's what Stringer Bell would have said. Stephanie McMahon did not say those things. She said it was a solid B+.
A solid B+, though.
Solid B+.
She gave him credit where credit was due. Solid B+.
That's
It's like an 88%.
That's actually my college GPA. No, never mind. That'd be a 3.3. That was a 2.7. That was a B-. YOLO. Anyway, security escorts him out. Security may or not have been Mike Bennett. Look, listen to people who actually watch Ring of Honor, and they'll be able to tell you.
I'm not that guy.
I can tell you what Maria Kanellis looks like.
Oh, I can definitely tell you who that is. Can't tell you who Mike Bennett is. Heard the name before.
The Prodigy. I've seen him wrestle once. You see, I don't know. But 6 guys escorted him out, and we told he left the building. He is no longer in the building. Speaking of the building, we're building up to some sort of conclusion to
Night of Champions.
The Rhodes Scholars get together, break up. Cody Rhodes wins again.
He does.
Damian Sandow on his downward spiral.
You have to have it from one of the Money in the Bank winners. We all knew it wasn't going to be Orton.
The thing was, though, is when he won it, it was like, okay, well, is he winning it so we can give it to Cody Rhodes later as more of like a credible way to win it? As like he earned it more so than winning a ladder match. But it doesn't do a whole lot of good when you can't beat him.
It's true. It's a true story.
Anyway, Cody Rhodes is a face. He's working pretty solid. He's getting a solid reaction. It's about as good as you could expect at this point. This segment number 2 following Daniel Bryan. The crowd sometimes has to step down a little bit. But how do you feel about Cody Rhodes? carrying this move.
He should have kept his mustache. They could have turned the mustache chant into a face thing.
Yeah.
When you have people chanting something, why would you get rid of that? Not everybody has people chanting for them.
No.
Doesn't matter what they're chanting for. We started a Cody's mustache chant at the house show here. He goes, hey.
And they got real mad when people started going. We're like,
and that was the point. He could turn that into a good thing.
Yeah.
Who would have thought Daniel Bryan's beard would turn into so much T-shirts and money and like a big thing? Why couldn't Cody's mustache been closer to the thing?
Oh, man, I should have bought that T-shirt when it was available.
Which one?
The one with just his mustache.
Oh, it's still available. It just won't have as much meaning anymore.
Yeah.
Or will it have more because we remember the good times? You be the judge.
Great memories. Trio Bullshows go back to 30-minute long videos.
Every day.
Well, yes, sometimes you gotta stick to your roots. When your roots carry the belt.
It is.
Yep.
Started from the top. Now we're back. Then we had Bradley Maddox in an episode of Brad Maddox reads superstar tweets or interviews from WWE.com, and he says, Dolph Ziggler said this about Triple H last night. It was just Dolph saying, I don't know the motivation. I never trusted this guy. So Brad Maddox says, since we believe in Dolph Ziggler and he is the show-off, we're going to give him all the opportunities to show off tonight as he will face the Shield in a handicap match. And I said, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. We got that later. Next, Heyman came out. Paul Heyman talked about the Punk Brock Lesnar thing. He basically says, hey, this was all just a big family feud. Big brother Brock beat some sense into you. And now if you'll apologize to me, I'll forgive you. We could just let this all be. I'll lead you to the main event of WrestleMania where you want to be. And that was the segment there. Punk would have his response later. Then we had the Total Divas segment of the night. The Funkadactyls versus Layla and AJ.
Why isn't AJ in the Michelle McCool role?
She's too good for that.
Yeah, that's true.
She's too good for that. She's the first diva to get 1 million Twitter followers, which, hey, got a girl. But the Funkadactyls win here. They get a pin on Layla, and Layla just sat there going for a very long time. AJ was just pissed. So yeah, as long as Total Divas is a thing, we're gonna get those. So
get used to it.
Yeah, I'll accept it because I love Total Divas. So it's worth the trade off.
Haven't seen this week's yet. Is it good?
Yes. They just bitch about losing weight and stuff. So imagine it's just hot chicks that think they're fat for an hour.
Oh jeez.
It's fun. So then we get the match between Dolph Ziggler and the Shield. The Shield, this later they don't have to do this, but in this match it's a handicap match where they have to tag in one at a time. So they're going freaking nuts. Seth Rollins ends up screwing up his knee, it looked like, or he was just doing a good sell job.
Oh yeah, sold for the entire show.
Yeah. So and then Roman Reigns. I mean, Dolph did a good job. He was fighting him off for a long time. Roman Reigns gets a mean spear for the win, and they hit the triple powerbomb on him after. And then I want to take it just for one segment. I'll put the belt down because it's something that's near and dear to my heart. Today we saw the debut of a man who I thought would go on for great things. I thought he was going on to become the bane of our generation, if you will, aka lives a long run. Then you find out he wasn't as cool as he was because he was being controlled by someone else. It was just a long line. He was going to be that dude.
He was going to be the man.
Hey, just let me have a moment.
Okay, fine. I'll anchor because it's my boy.
And we saw the debut today of Gangster Sin Cara. He was looking like Fandango under there. He was straight up. He didn't graduate. He died. And he comes out and he's looking nice, sleeveless. He's just wearing a hood. He's Hood Sin Cara. He is Gangster Sin Cara. And right as it began, Gangster Sin Cara ended as he flew out of the ring and Alberto Del Rio hurt himself and the match was ended via stoppage. So we'll always remember you, Gangster Sin Cara. Thank you for all you gave to us, which was one dive through the ropes.
There was a nice arm drag in there too.
That's very true. So Del Rio gets the win via stoppage. Son of a bitch.
Whoa, man.
And then we get Ricardo coming out, and we're like, oh, okay, this is where they bring back Rey Mysterio, which is what we thought, was happening last night.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't.
Ray needs to go on the Total Divas diet, man.
Oh, absolutely.
He's probably on that show.
He's got to go on that 20-day juice cleanse.
He probably was watching the show yesterday, Total Divas yesterday, after he watched SummerSlam on his DVR.
Absolutely.
Listening to his boy probably being like, I have those same problems.
Seriously. Oh, and you'll like this week's episode because Tyson Kidd is a prevalent part of it.
That's not a dog.
Is
he in my fave 5?
Oh, He's
on the injured. He's on the PUP
He was the
list.
other dude. Yeah.
He's on my PUP list.
So yeah, Ricardo comes out and he says he's representing someone else, and he even starts with the, but nope, it was Rob Van Dam. And I no.
We were so content with him fighting for the U.S. Championship.
You blew it, WWE.
It was great.
I said, oh, you don't act like you're not excited. This is your boy.
You know what?
This is your boy. But this
he was going to wrestle
bullshit.
either way, and I wish WWE would just go away.
Bullshit.
And when he gets in this is going to last maybe a couple months. Hopefully that wrestles 5 straight times. I want to see Rob Van Dam versus guys who are going to do something in 3 years, and not Del Rio who's going to be selling tacos.
I'm moving on from that. That match is my worst nightmare. You put those 2 guys in a world title feud.
Yeah.
You expect me to not be pissed?
He's pissed.
Guys, I was so happy with RVD. I gave RVD so much props yesterday because I said this is where he should be.
The pre-show.
Well, no, not even the pre-show. Just the mid-card.
The middle card.
Just the mid-card. He fit in so well.
I feel like the pre-show is in the middle.
He fit in so well.
It worked.
And now you're just irking me.
Yeah.
You're just wanting me to be pissed.
Yeah.
And it's not official yet. So maybe this is one of those things where it's just some random thing because they do that from time to time. See John Cena, Mark Henry right after WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So you never can tell. Maybe Christian was tired. We don't know.
Maybe one more match was done.
Maybe he retired. Now it'd be even sadder.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
Titanic, sadder.
I cried during Titanic. I as a kid, I'll tell a story real quick. I was in like 3rd or 4th grade, and the theme song of Titanic made me cry. In school. I had to step out into the hallway and shed some tears.
Randy Orton fans don't cry.
Yeah. It happens. Daniel Bryan fans are in touch with our emotions. Speaking of in touch with our emotions, I don't know how this is a segue at all, but
That was a great segue, actually.
we have an emotional promo from the man known as Zeb Coulter, trying to say that his dudes are the real Americans.
Let me get this straight. Zeb Coulter wants me to believe that during their off day, or not off day, but spare time leading up to today, they were at Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
Zeb Coulter went and rode It's a Small World, the ride at Disneyland, where it says all cultures, and you go through and there's all different cultures singing about how it's a small world, and you're telling me he went on that ride. That is something I would pay to watch. Please upload to your YouTube channel, WWE, Zeb Coulter rides It's a Small World with commentary.
With Antonio Cesaro
Please,
sitting in the
God.
front seat with him.
Please, God. And the only time they acknowledged any of the places is when Cesaro got to stand up and sing along in his native tongue.
All 5 languages.
All 5 languages he knew.
Ladies and gentlemen, Antonio Cesaro might be the future, but for right now,
Possible.
he is dwindling away in a tag team
With Jack Swagger.
Swagger.
Best thing Rey Mysterio ever did was voice that video game. So
So
we got.
SmackDown vs. Raw 2011.
Oh, it's a great game.
It was really good. Next we had what I thought
Versus the PTB.
I thought they were going to do something with the Darren Young is gay storyline.
Not a storyline.
I know, but how much stuff in there really is and what isn't? I thought they told the line on this. They're not going to toe the line one bit. And
No, because that would be seen as a cop out.
Yeah, that would be seen as a cop out, and it'd be seen as publicity stunt.
Exactly.
I commend them for this. Man, they must.
DUI's my boy.
Let's be honest. We'll go back 3 years,
Mhm.
or let's go back a year and a half or so when stuff was kind of like, and there wasn't a whole lot of great storylines and all stuff was happening. They would have rode the pony all the way home. Millions of dollars. But because they have other great things going on, they can let it
be what it is.
Let it play out.
Because in reality, it should be a big deal, so they're not going to make it a big deal. The dude's gay.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I
Awesome.
Yeah.
Darren Young. I didn't care what Darren Young did in his off time now, or back then. I still don't now. He can do what he wants.
As a face though, killed it. Yeah. The turn happened officially.
Oh, obviously. You have to.
You have to.
You have to.
And
it kind of had been already. Like, they had been heels for a while. They were on the SummerSlam commercial.
Yeah. They just have a good time, and that's contagious. You like watching people have a good time.
They just want to do the dance. Makes you want to do the dance.
I want to do the dance.
People in the crowd were doing the dance. So many dollars. All the dollars. So, yeah.
I picked up the W today.
Good job, boys.
Do you have a new finisher?
No, he just hit the same thing.
Okay.
It just looked nukes. He doesn't get a hit all the time.
Oh, because he did the whole Cena stare on the camera thing. He said,
Black Cena, boys. Here for the win. And then we got another segment, Big Show backstage with Brad Maddox. Same thing that led to the Dolph Ziggler thing, except for this time he said all 3 members of the Shield can be at the ring at the same time.
At the same damn time.
Same damn time.
Same damn time.
So then you got great segment, Foot Locker segment. You got Zack Ryder and Jay Gabes chilling there with the Foot Locker rep, and they're just chilling like, hey, man, have you seen this sneaker, boys? For a minute, let me actually break this down for you. This is the Michael Vick Zoom Dirty Edition. The last shoe that was released before he went to prison. There are only 1,000 of these made. How do I know? Because Mike Vick said it on his Twitter. And what is funny about this is not on this shoe. It's on the other one, which I don't know where it is. There it is. We should have seen this coming, guys. There is a picture of a bulldog or a pit bull getting punched in the face by a boxing glove. And you all act like this was a big surprise.
Maybe they should have listened to more than 1,000 people who tried to cut onto it beforehand.
Absolutely. But yeah, Foot Locker segment. Great time.
Great time.
Great time.
Ends with Fandango putting over Kobe.
Yep. And Summer Rae picking up those LeBrons. I knew I liked you.
What's up, girl? What's up, girl?
The only bad part about this whole thing was that Fandango, when he came out later, was not wearing the Kobe's that he took.
Yeah, happens.
Oh, that would have ended it.
I could sell some Kobe's to him.
Oh, absolutely. Speaking of segments that were a great time, Ryback's new gimmick. It just makes me laugh because you just look at where he was and where he is now, and it's just funny. He went from, Ryback rules to like O'Doyle rules. I get it. And now he is O'Doyle. You want to talk about storyline progression. It does not come any better than this.
Let's go through the entire arc of.
He went from, I'm just saying, the little one from where he was. They went from, they said, oh, you know what? People are making fun of him because it sounds like the O'Doyle rules skit. Are we going to shy away from it? Hell no. O'Doyle rules. Boom! They've said full throttle. Full throttle. That's like if when they would have started the Goldberg chants, he would have came out to Goldberg's theme next week and walked from the back. That's what happened here. And it is incredible. He takes the dude's bag and just throws it. Just pick it up. Nope, pick it up. Nope, throws it in the shower. Turn on the water. Drenches brother's bag and then just tells him to leave. Yes. Bring back some memories of when WWE used to do this, and it was fun. Ryback, good job. Big Show versus the Shield. Shield wins. They had all 3 dudes in. Big Show, puts up a valiant effort, but it's 3 dudes, and it's 3 solid dudes. And 3 solid dudes are better than the Big Show. Most dudes are better than the Big Show. I rest my case. Did they win? They won by triple powerbomb this time, though.
Yes.
Yeah. And then they all 3 pinned him, so that was
at the same time.
Then we got CM Punk coming out. You know why I like CM Punk?
Because he doesn't care.
Because he spit hot fire. CM Punk is let me tell you my 5 favorite rappers of all time. CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk, and Dylan.
Because he spits hot fire.
Because he spits hot fire.
He went, I'm going to yell at the fan mode.
He did. He came out and right at the beginning of his promo, he just does the freaking 180 turn around and says, "Hey, if you want to boo me, that's fine. You paid your ticket, but I dare you to come in this ring, and you'll never boo again. I'll beat the shit out of you." Is basically what he said. He's like, either be a man, get in here, and sit down and be a bitch. But either way, shut your mouth. Everyone goes, "Oh."
And the guy
shit. Goes, and of course, no, the guy goes, and I'm like, of course, that's the tough guy response.
Jump the rail, buddy.
Yeah, jump the rail. I dare you. It was incredible. And he just went nuts. And then it was just a running show. And then it was just a running gag. Paul Heyman comes out. Paul, don't be like this fat guy on the second row. Get down here. Paul Heyman's like, I'm not like that fat guy on the second row. It just kept going, a running thing. Back from commercial, JR says, hey, Paul Heyman wasn't that fat guy on the second row. He was that fat guy thing. Fat guy on the second row was getting some love tonight.
Yeah.
He got put over. He might.
He didn't get buried.
No. He was the man. This leads to Paul Heyman basically saying, hey, if you want to fight, if you're still there when we come back from commercial, I'll send Curtis Axel on you. We get back from commercial. Punk's sitting in the chair, middle of the ring, of course. So he sends Axel back and forth for a while. It wasn't a match or anything. It was just they were just fighting. Axel got on top for a while. Punk battled back. Axel battled back. It was just back and forth for a while, and then all of a sudden it was just like Punk, of course, came out on top and did the look at Heyman, like, I'm gonna kill your babies. So that was the end of that segment. So we'll see where we go from there. And then we got R-Truth versus Bray Wyatt. R-Truth's hair looks absolutely ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Bray Wyatt's still a cool guy. He comes out,
cool guy,
beats R-Truth, and that's it. They just did their stuff where they just kind of look creepy, and that's kind of their thing. Mm-hmm. Another highlight of the night.
Is it Matadors?
Matadors, yeah. Mastodors. I hope it's Mastodors. I hope I wrote that down right.
Is that Zorro? Is he a Mastodor?
I don't know. Either way.
I feel like Zorro was a Mastodor, and these guys are Matadors. Ladies and gentlemen.
Either way.
They started saying Ole.
He got some Generico flashbacks.
So, maybe halfway. I was like, and then saw some guys dressed up like Matadors, and I said, you know what? Sometimes life gives you lemons, other times it gives you limes. Limeade tastes great too. Let's go.
Sometimes it does. So
we'll see them in a month.
Yeah, we'll see them soon. None of us thought Fandango was going to be a good idea. Look at him now. Huh. Great idea.
We all thought Brodus Clay was going to be a big monster, and then he was good for about 3 weeks.
It was a fun 3 weeks. So let's never take those away.
No.
And then we got 3MB versus the Usos in a match between two dudes, and then the two dudes that are important because they're total divas. One of them is anyway. Mm-hmm. And of course, who won? The total divas people. The Usos won. So that's really all that happened there. Yep. And then we got the Miz versus Wade Barrett in a 2 years ago Justin exclusive. They said, "Remember us?" And I said, "No, you're dead to me."
Miz, solid.
Figure fours for days. Still don't like that he does figure fours.
I don't like it either.
But I think it would have been better if he was a heel doing the figure four, because I think he had to know people were going to like it. It would have been funny. I'm the next Ric Flair. That's the perfect heel, because everyone would have said,
"You think you're the nature boy? I'm the natural."
It would have been so great. But yeah, think about where these two dudes are, then you'll think about who won the match. Not hard to figure out. Yep. The guy who tried to shave Daniel Bryan's beard and got his beard shit off, or the dude that was hosting SummerSlam. Let's be serious here.
Let's use our minds.
Yeah, let's just imagine here.
Let's be smart fans for a second.
Let's figure that one out. And then
let's put the smart fan away.
We got to the coronation of Randall Keith Orton. Stephanie and Vince are in the ring. Triple H is walking down. His music is a blaring. Triple H, I bow to you because you gave me what I've been waiting for. So he comes to the ring and he's like, "Listen, this was best. This was good for business.
This business,
great for business." And he talks about how he didn't want to do it to Daniel Bryan. He didn't want to break his heart and ruin his dreams. But he did it for the fans. He did it for me. He did it for me. Triple H loves me. And he did it for everyone. Everyone. And he just keeps going and going and going and going and going. And he's talking and talking about funny things. Because Triple H is the man now. Now he's the man. And then he had the Shield are guarding the way. And they bring out Randy Orton, who he says, we've had, things in the past. We put those aside because it just had to happen. The new face of the WWE, Randy Orton, comes out. All the WWE superstars are standing up on the ramp. He gives them all the looks like, "Oh, yeah, bitches. 2 years later, now we're here again. Y'all just stand there, and I'll just be right here. Oh, wait, no, I won't. I'll be in the ring. You guys just stand here and act like you're doing something." Randy Orton goes in the ring, doing his thing. He says, "Hey," grabs the mic and says, "You know what? I lost to Triple H." Then he went full heel mode. "And all you people should stand up and give Triple H the respect he deserves." I said, "That's the Randy Orton I know. No one's going to approve of that. That's the things we need to be saying."
Yep.
And before this segment, Brad Maddox had announced that Daniel Bryan was in the arena. So
Daniel Bryan's in the building.
So Triple H says, "Daniel, I know you're here. So let's just..." Triple H was on point today on getting people pissed off, which made me laugh so hard because I don't really
I'll just come out and bury the
I don't really care about Daniel Bryan enough to just like hurt my feelings or anything. So it was so funny to me. He just says, "All right, this is bugging you. Come out, then you can get on with your little career." And I just went, "Oh, some people are gonna be pissed at that."
Ooh, that's how you get heat.
It made me laugh.
I was heated.
So funny.
I was heated.
So Daniel Bryan, they're like, let's get it going for him. And of course the fans being so stupid fall into it. Yay! And Triple H just laughing his ass off like, you guys are really doing this with me. And then play his music. He comes up the side, goes at the Shield for a minute, beats up that was another thing. Shield guys, you look a little intimidated. You just stand off to the side. They don't come. And then they of course attack him. He gets the better of him, but then as he's walking again, he gets hit with a spear. They go for the triple power. Triple H's like, whoa, no. Let him in. Let him in the ring. Like, come on.
Where's that fighting spirit?
Show me your heart. Let me see that fighting spirit. There you go, little guy. You got it. And he's just climbing in. He's like, there it is. There's the guy we know. Right when he gets in the ring. Boom! RKO from Randall Keith Orton. Hands raised from the McMahons and Randall Keith Orton. Oh, I don't know if they sell the new belt, but if they do, someone look it up for me and I will buy it because I'm too lazy to look it up myself. Let me know because I need the new one now. Oh, obviously.
Clarify
the plastic version. I ain't trying to drop like $400. That's stupid. Shout out to all those who were stupid enough to do that. You do look cool with it. It's just that you might regret it when you realize you're $400 down. But shout out to you. It does look sick. I will say that. But let me know if they sell the plastic ones anywhere, guys. Help a brother out. Show ends. The three McMahons and Randy Orton, hands raised, Daniel Bryan on the ground, which made me happy because I was very nervous that this was going to end with Randy Orton getting his ass kicked. That's usually how faces end things. So I was glad to see that happen.
Not yet. Eventually. Fight his face. The comeback is on. Can I take us home?
I'm not going to leave, but you can definitely talk.
Nah, you take us home. Hey, when your guy has the belt, you take us home. When Daniel Bryan eventually wins it, which he will.
What if he doesn't, though?
Oh, he's super.
What if he doesn't?
I'll start watching.
We can't get to Orton Cena if Bryan is in the way, so remember that, folks. Think about what you really want.
We really want Orton Bryan at WrestleMania. You know how much fun their no disqualification match was.
It was a good time. But I don't want to make that trip to New Orleans for that. Which I will be doing, folks. You already know that.
You will.
Well, I'm going to hold this up so it's not an M, because...
You will.
I will.
You will.
Folks, the show ended the way it should. Randy Orton being the man for the first time in 2 years. So, thank you. Waited a long time for it. Finally got it. Hopefully, many more Raws to come. Looking like it's probably going to be Bryan and Orton Night of Champions. Totally cool with that. They've had good matches before, and they'll have good matches again.
I can see them not doing that.
I'm going to let it... I wouldn't be mad. I think I'm in the very, very distinct minority who doesn't feel 1 ounce bad for Daniel Bryan. At all. I really don't. Because it's such a good time. You know what? Remember when CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and Zack Ryder were all champions? That was your guys' time. Now it's guys like me. Our time. Randy Orton, corporate champion. It's time, folks. The gold is staying with Randall Keith Orton. I'm going to buy his new shirt, too, because I have 2 shirts, but they're both pretty old. So we got to get aboard the new train. I just definitely keep the old ones so people know. Oh, he was down with the Apex Predator shirt? Was I down? Smack you silly. Alright, anyways, let me know if they sell the new WWE title belt in plastic. Keyword plastic, guys. I know they sell the real one. I've seen it. But let me know. And do all the stuff you do on videos. Shout out to Schlegel. Shout out to Chase Oliver. This is our time, Chase. Embrace it. Shave your head. Still talk like this. And just do your thing, man. Our time is now, boys. The baby oil.